Well, here's the deal, fellers. I've been in the bed for 5 days straight. Yes, sir. Tomorrow is looking about like the same. Yes, sir. I don't know if it's COVID or what, but the flu has never hurt me this bad or lasted this long. The chills, oh me, been terrible. Body aches and pains. I've never hurt this bad in my entire life. Anyway, what I'm trying to tell you is I don't have a video for this week. No, sir, sure don't. What you're about to see is a Will It Run Fail from a couple weeks ago, and it's basically all I got. So I'm gonna let y'all watch that, and then I'll see y'all at the end, and we'll discuss what we're gonna do with it. In these weeds and briars, there is a truck. Well, there's actually two. There's one there, one there. Y'all probably can't see them, but one of them, that back yonder, we got to try to get it running and get it out here. As you might can tell, there's a bare spot right in here. Well, I done drug one vehicle out of here. It ain't want to cooperate. Y'all might not see it. I ain't real sure. But here's what we're working on right now. Well, there's actually two trucks. There's one there. I don't know how I'm gonna get it out because this truck is in front of it. Then you've got a bush hog right here. Gonna be a little difficult unless I can grab it and drag it from behind. I ain't real sure. Let me get over there to it and we'll look at it best we can. Well, here's a little bit better look at it. It is purple, got a white top. You can see it is a GMC Sierra Grande 25, so it's a 3/4 ton. I believe it's the 1980, from what I could tell. That's about all I can tell you right now. But she's in the weeds, fellers, I'm telling you. This one here's in the way, this here's in the way. If I could get this bush hog out of the way, then I think I might come in here and drag the front end around and then scoot on out that way. We'll just have to see, but we'll do a walk around. But as you can see, there is no room. I'm going to try to make my way around back, and it may be possible to pull this thing backwards. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. Feel to play it by ear. Upon further investigation, I think the best course of action, try to drag this bush hog out of the way, come in there and hook to it, try to pull the front end this way, and then pull her on out straight. Before I can get that bush hog though, there's some forks, look like maybe hay forks right here. I got to drag them out of the way firstly. So let me get these two items moved and we will hook to that truck. Oh yeah. Well, I got those two items moved out of the way. I'll put them right yonder. Well, we have a much more serious issue at hand right now. Well, my steering column, it's just, it fell apart. Look at that, the whole thing twisting. It loosened up on me last week. It's most likely the U-joint bolts for the tilt part. They're known for doing that. Well, it loosened up just a little bit last week, and then a week later, this happens. I can't start it. The key does nothing because, that rod that goes down through there. I'm going to try to get under here, find a switch to start it, and fingers crossed I'll make it home because I've got to fix this before I do anything else. Yes, sir. Let me see if I can't get it started. Well, I managed to get the power on, and then this rod right here is what starts it. So let me grab a hold of it, see if we can get her started. Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna try to head home. I'm going to back roads where there ain't no traffic. Maybe I'll make it. Well, we made it home in the old hoopty. I'm gonna try to get it in this shop, but as you can see, there's a slight disarray going on in the shop. Trying to get it ready to insulate. I don't know if y'all have seen that video yet or not. That's what's going on. But I'm gonna try to clear me a spot here. I can pull that truck in here, fix the steering wheel, and there's some exhaust leaks I want to fix, and a few other things. It needs a little maintenance is what I'm trying to tell you, because the whole thing, well, she's falling apart. 14 years later, I finally got it down to where I needed it. These are the 4 bolts. They're star-headed bolts. That's what comes loose on just about all GM tilt column steering. Yes, sir. Aggravating. Very aggravating. This whole thing. It'll probably take me 2 hours to get this back together. If I got any time left during the day, or the night, will it be nighttime? I'm going to work on the exhaust because it's got exhaust leaks. All my exhaust hangers are broke. Yeah, so I'm gonna fix that too. Well, I finally got this all put back together. I'm not gonna tell you how many hours it took me to get that back together, but the feller that invented that, I'd like to have him for just a little while. I'd probably beat him half to death. Anyway, got that done. I got 2 actual exhaust hangers in the middle. I got 2 on the end. So that's all took care of. I got exhaust leak fixed up here. Whilst I was under it, I realized lots of engine oil underneath, probably the front main leaking from, when we did the cam swap. And there's red fluid on the back part of the transmission, so it's got a leak. It's been acting up. It takes it a little while to go in gear, from park to reverse or park to drive, whatever. Once it goes into gear, it's okay. So we're probably a little low on fluid, yep. And I don't know where it's coming from. I'll have to figure that out. I'm going in the house right now because I'm tired and wore out. Maybe tomorrow we can get that old truck pulled out of the weeds. Well, I pulled the old hoopty four drive in here this morning. Going to check engine oils and transmission fluids. And well, she was 3 quarts low on transmission fluid. Yes, sir. I put 3 quarts in it a month ago. And well, let me tell you this. It sat right here and ran 20 minutes, maybe longer. Not one single drop of transmission fluid has hit this floor. Ain't got a clue where it's going. No, sir, it's a mystery. Well, y'all remember me telling you, MLS is multifaceted. It'll hit you from different angles. And I think I told you one of those is mysterious things happen with absolutely no explanation. Well, here you go, fellas. Yes. Anyway, we got a new problem. We ain't gonna worry about that right now. That right there, that's water. Weep hole in the water pump's leaking. Yes, sir. So the next few days we'll get to put a water pump on it. It never ends, fellas, I'm telling you. MLS is wonderful. Anyway, we ain't gonna worry about that today. We're gonna jump in this little fella right here, head on down there, see if we can get that old Sierra Grande out of the weeds. Maybe it'll run. We'll find out. We are back trying to get this whole thing drug out of here. I think I'm gonna get the old chainsaw out. There's a tree or two, a little bitty one right there, and then may do some cutting and whacking, getting this stuff out of the way. I got to clear a path over yonder so I can get to that tire, and the same thing on the back. Once I get it cleared, we're gonna see, hopefully, fingers crossed, that these tires hold air. Then I'm gonna hook to it somewhere right here. I'm gonna pull her over, then I'm gonna pull her out. Hopefully, that's the plan anyway. Let me see if I can get some of this cleared out of the way. Excuse me. Well, I got my old weed removal tool, aka jack handle. See what kind of damage we can do. Might have to chainsaw that one. Yep. Dang briars. That one's off the rim, so we ain't got to worry about it. Ow. 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 Let go. Tell you what, let me just see if I can climb across the hood here. Ooh. Y'all ain't gonna believe me, but that tire there's pumped up. That's pretty awesome. Oh yeah. I'll tell you what, we're gonna worry about this right here and that's it. Oh yeah. Well, that tire right there, it's pumping up. I will be. I'll tell you what, I really wish we could hook to it and pull it that way. Because it's down in a hole. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the wheels turned. I'm going to try it though. If it's got keys, you know, and unlock the steering wheel. Hopefully we can get it turned. Well, I don't have any keys for it. But it is a 4-speed. Oh yeah. Steering ain't locked either. So let me see if I can get the wheels turned. New plan, fellers. Like I thought. I can't turn them wheels, no sir. They're down in a hole. So what we're gonna do is, well, I don't think I could scoot it this way anyway, even with the tires turned. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hook to this little Dodge. I'm gonna drag him that way, I don't know, 6 or 8 feet. Then I'm gonna come in here with my jack the front end up, turn the wheels. We're gonna pull this sucker out of here. Well, I got my Weed Whacker 2000 again. This is, I would call it a briar tree. If I can get to the bottom of it, I'm gonna have to cut it out of the way. I don't know what this is. Got little berries on it, but it's got to get out of my way. I don't get paid enough for this. Ooh-wee. I got gloves, if that's what you want to call them. I just happened to find them in the truck. I'll tell you what, them briars hurt. Yes, sir. You won't see me wear gloves very often, but today you will. Tell you what, I got a good mind to hook the truck to that. I think I will. Well, she was a little stubborn, but the tires are aired up, so that helped out quite a bit. It looked like there's a big old groundhog hole right yonder. Sorry, groundhog. Let me get my jack in here. Jack this thing up, see if we can get it turned that way. Oh yeah! Let's see if these wheels will turn now. I'm gonna put a strap on that steering wheel, keep it turned this way till we get on past that truck right there. I was gonna roll the window down, put my strap on this mirror. Well, the crank handle's gone. Let me go get my vice grips. It went down, but it may never go back up again. It might end up ripping this mirror off. This old door panel, it ain't in real good shape. I got this little small tree right here I want to cut out of the way. And there's one of them old thorny ones. What do you think they're called, a honey locust maybe? It ain't hitting the truck, but when you see the backside of this bed, you'll understand what I'm talking about, because it's going to hit it. Let me get it down, get this and cut down. We'll yank this thing out of here. Now I gotta get out of here without getting tore all to pieces. Woo-wee. Ow, ow, ow. Just found a cassette tape laying right here where the Ford was. Alan Jackson, little bitty. Must have had a ball. I don't know what's on this side. It's broke. It ain't no good. Well, it didn't want to move, but I persuaded it finally. Let me get the wheels cut it the other way just a little bit. We'll drag it on up yonder. Well, fellas, I have pulled out some vehicles from some pretty bad spots. This one and that Ford that was beside it, I'm gonna say that's at the top of the list. Oh yeah, I wore out fighting them darn honey locusts or whatever you want to call them. Got the big old thorns and then all them briars. Good gracious alive, I'm wore out. Anyway, I don't know if I told y'all or not. It's a 1980 GMC Sierra Grande C25. Means it's a 3/4 ton. And the old girl, she's in pretty rough shape. Oh yeah, let's just do a quick walk around. Got quite a bit of rust in the bottom of the fender, bottom of the door, cab corner, and then right here, there's something going on. Somebody did some kind of body modifications here. I think they were trying to catch some wind and scoot it down to that back brake. That's pretty bad. It sure is. Good gracious. The other side, well, it ain't a whole lot better. No, sir. As you can see right here, she's been caved and pulled and hit. And, yep. This, I know what it is. This was their first attempt at the air scoop. Yep. And then that was the second one over there. Yeah. It looks pretty good. Of course, we've got a lot of rust right in here. Got a lot of rust on the bottom of the bed there, and cab corner and door, and up here on this front fender. Bondo about 1/4 inch thick. So she's been painted before. Oh yeah, she's in pretty rough shape, I ain't gonna lie to you. Let's just walk around here and look inside of it real quick. Did it have all the hubcaps? I didn't even look. Oh yeah, we got 4 matching hubcaps. That is pretty doggone awesome. Well, here's the inside. As you can see, door panel is just falling apart. What about the floorboards? Well, where I can see daylight through it right yonder. Wonder how bad it is up here. Well, that's actually pretty solid. That ain't too bad. That rocker's pretty solid other than this area here. Of course, a little bit of rust right there. The seat is actually in pretty good shape except for this rip right here. Yeah, it's in pretty good shape. I ain't got a clue the miles because these have done fogged over. It is an AC truck. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Still got the radio. I wonder if it works. We'll have to check that out. That's about it on the inside. There's a dirt dauber over there coming in out of the window that's cracked. I really hate that because I would hate for this to get wet. Oh, look at here. The dead mouse. That poor fella didn't make it. Anyway, I have to remember to roll this window up too because we don't want to get wet in here. Is there a hood popper out here or in here? No, sir, it's out front. Let's go pop a hood. See what we're working with there. Well, I forgot about the toolbox. Let's look in it real quick, see what we got. What is this right here? Is that a ruler? Yeah, that's a yardstick, a metal yardstick. This looks like, well, that's just a backer stick. I thought it was a handle to a post hole digger there at first. I'm assuming that's probably brake fluid. There's a little bit in it. Well, it's leaking out. That's good. Earl, I'm assuming it feels like it's full. Here's some caulk. If I need to caulk the windows, the door crack, rusted. Here's a fishing line. Got us well, what used to be a hat. Ain't really, oh, look at here. Ain't really a whole lot in here, but we do have a Mickey Mouse. Is he a rollerblader or a hockey player? What is he? That's pretty cool, actually. I might hang him from the mirror. That looks like a gas cap. I don't know. That is a screen door shock, whatever you want to call it. That's about it. There ain't a whole lot in here. What is this here? I don't know. Got us this here, some kind of hook. Anyway, let us pop the hood. Ooh. Yeah. We're probably going to damage the hood trying to get this open. That one's coming, but this one here, they don't want to cooperate. Come on up. Oh yeah, it's coming. Ta-da! I did run the numbers. It is a 350. It's supposed to be a 4 bubble. So let's pull that breather off. Let's just see if we got this old quadrajet underneath here. Come on for there. Oh yeah. The old quadrajet. Wonder if it's stuck. No sir, it ain't stuck. Pretty doggone awesome. Evidently there ain't a whole lot of mice around here because none of the hoses, none of the wires are eat up just like the old Ford. Well, take that back. Here's one hose they munched on a little bit. Heater hose. Other than that though, everything is here at least. Let me get y'all in here. Ain't a whole lot to see. It's just your typical 350 with the quadrajet. But see all the plug wires? As far as I can tell, ain't none of them been eat up. No, sir. The only thing I see eat up is this heat tree hose right here. Let's see if it's got any antifreeze in it. No, sir. She's bone dry. What about the Earls? How many Earls does it have? Let us see. Well, it's a wee bit over full, so that's good. I'd rather be over full than not have enough. We'll save this right here for later. Yep, my favorite item on any vehicle ever is the brakes. Sure is. Tell you what, let's just go ahead. Is it a clutch fan? Let's just go ahead and grab a hold of something. Yeah, it's a clutch fan. Let me get underneath. And I'll get me something down in there on that crank. Let's see if the thing is stuck. I'll tell y'all what. I'm just about wore out. Fighting all them weeds. I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but it's a rubber mat. One of y'all sent it to me a few weeks ago to use as like a knee pad. I'm telling you, it works great as a lay on the ground mat also. Yes, I appreciate that a bunch. All right, let's see if this little fella's stuck. Oh yeah, she's pretty doggone stuck. Let me put this small breaker bar on it. Oh yeah, very, 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 very stuck. Ooh. Oh yeah. She is definitely stuck. Yes, sir, sure is. I think though, if I take this alternator belt off, get it out of the way, I believe I can get my chain wrench right there on that front pulley. And we got enough room right here. I believe I can push and pull on that chain wrench and might be able to break her loose. So let me get that fan belt off and let's just give her some old heave hose, see what she does. I'll tell y'all what, fellas, it is just, it's about as peaceful as you can get right here. Yes, sir, I'm off the beaten path for sure. I'll hear an airplane fly by every once in a while. Might hear a train come by. I don't know where it's at, which direction, but you hear a train blow his horn every once in a while. Other than that, you'll hear the birds chirping, and that's about it. It is a lovely, lovely place back here. All right, let's get this belt off if it ain't welded to the pulleys. Belt is out of the way. I'll tell you what, it ain't much work. Let's just get that alternator completely out of the way. That'll give us just a wee bit more room, maybe. I don't know if y'all just heard that hoot owl, but when I first got here today, it sounded like 4 or 5 back yonder. Just, I mean, going at it one right after the other. All right, oh, something just fell. You get out of the way. You get over yonder. Well, I completely forgot about the water pump pulley. Been in the way, so I had to pull the fan and that pulley off. I got the chain wrench on it finally. Let's give her the heave ho. See what happens. Come on, you sucker. No, she ain't breaking free yet. Oh! Ooh! Well, let me try going the other way. Fingers crossed that she moves. Come on, old girl. Oh, no, buddy, she is stuck. Let me tell you. Yes, sir. Stuck pretty doggone good. Oh, I'm gonna break my chain wrench if I keep on. Whew. One more tug and then we're gonna have to pull the plugs, fill the cylinders up. Oh, no, sir. No, sirree. All right. We're about out of daylight, so I got to hurry up, pull these plugs. I gotta get these plugs out of here quickly. We're running out of daylight. All right, this plug here, well, it is, I mean, severely oil fouled. I'll show you that in a minute. That's pretty bad. It ain't looking good for this old motor. No, sir. This one here, well, it's pretty much the same way. Golly, Pete. Woo. Well, I got all the plugs out. Let me tell you. It's pretty bad. Yes, sir. Look at all the crud. I've never seen one that crudded up from Earl, burning Earl. It most likely valve seals, probably. Then I got to, let me see if I can find it. I got to this one right here. It's getting dark. Maybe y'all can see that. It's kind of rusty red there. Well, that's number 4. I decided to get my whole camera out, put it in each cylinder. Number 4, she's a goner. Oh yeah. I'll show you the video right here. You can barely tell where the piston meets the cylinder wall. I'll put an arrow there. It's just, well, the cylinder's solid rust. What probably happened is that head gasket blew right there on that cylinder. They parked her, and it, you know, stayed full of water, and well, that's the end result. Ain't gonna be no will it run on this one. No, sir. She's toast. It'll have to come apart and have a, you know, be bored and honed and all that. Anyway, you can't win them all, fellers. I done told y'all that. Well, as you just saw, the motor, well, the whole truck, she's in pretty bad shape. Sure is. The only thing I know to do with it, we're going to drag it home eventually. We could pull the head, try to clean that cylinder up. It needs a head gasket anyway. Pull the head, clean it cylinder up, see if we can get it broke free, put the head back on it, see if it'll run, or just pull the motor and do a whole re-ring, all that. I don't know what we're going to do yet, but we'll put it on the list. Y'all be looking for it. Anyway, I'm going back to bed because I feel pretty rough. I'll see y'all next week. Blur, blur.